Hey guys, it's Marion from My Crafty Home and Garden, and today we are planting up the new in-ground bed. So if you remember in my last video, I showed like a smaller portion of this and it had like a bunch of different flowers. We took those out and you can probably see the pot right there behind me. There's two of those pots and then we gave some away. So in this video, I'm going to attempt to try to plant everything I have grown by seed already ready to go. And possibly next week I will slowly fill up with plants already established from like a variety of different nurseries and local garden centers to kind of fill it out a little bit because I did not no idea it was going to be this big. But let me show you a little oopsie so maybe you can know to check this in your yard before you start digging. So I don't know if you guys can see this. This was our internet wire. So we thought that was our box at one point, and when we saw this wire, we thought, well, why would they put the wire straight through the yard and kind of go up right to here through the garage? Well, actually, the box, you can probably see some of the cord on the ground here. The box, this is a new wire that the guy came out, comes all the way through here, and it's way back because the property goes all the way beyond the trees here. You can't even see it. So the cord apparently goes underground, like right through all this to the yard, and then it somehow goes to the house. Versus way back there, like literally behind all the raspberry bushes, which I'll show you the blackberry bushes, not raspberry. I'll show you the blackberry bushes in just a little bit. The cord, you can see how the new guy came out and just kind of did this number here along our neighbor's fence, but it's way behind here. I don't know if y'all can even see how far back the darn cord is. It is way back there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Nope. Way back there. You can see this. This is the end of the property line here. So it's way back there, which is fine. But you would think that they would be like, oh, let me put the cord just along the side of the property line and then go up to the house versus looping it all the way through here and curving it amongst there. Weird, right? So when we came out here with the tiller to rip out those flowers and we dug out the flowers and then we ripped out all the rest of the weeds to make that more of a square or rectangle, I guess, shape. That cord got cut and instantly the internet was obviously turned off, and we were trying to figure out for like the longest time what's going on with internet. We was on the phone, Verizon, and then I went back out the next day to weed-till it to get more of those weeds and stuff out and do some more digging. And then I found out that, oh, there's a cord there that we dug up, and that is why we don't have internet. So these are berry bushes, blackberry bushes to be exact. I wasn't sure what kind of berry bushes they were until they started blooming this year, because when we moved into this particular spot, these were already somewhat done. Some of these are not done, finished forming yet, but I don't know how old these are. These look good. Look at there. Oh, I'm going to take that. I'm going to help myself that. That's perfection. Oh, I got distracted with my neighbor that was cutting through here. But these are all blackberry bushes. I do plan on, because eventually this is going to be like one big garden, and I think a lot of this area is going to be taken care of, and a lot of these trees cut back just because we can have a larger spot. And I want to keep the front yard area more of a play space for our little one. So there's that. I thought I'd just show you guys that. Here we are back to the actual garden bed. There's Cam. That's so nice of him. So I'm gonna start planting, I think. Well, I don't know if I'll plant over here because Cam's right here. But maybe I'll start planting over here and just bring my stuff in rows. And I'm gonna kind of, and the sun is out, so let me put my hat on in a minute and turn my fan on. But I'm going to mix the plants in. So it's not gonna be all corn, all squash, all, or, you know, everything's gonna be mixed in, because that helps with the bugs, because they're looking to be able to eat right through a whole row. So if you mix it in, then you're confusing them, and then you're also saving your harvest. So they may only get one squash, but they're not gonna get all the squash. So I'm gonna try to do that with what I have best as possible. And there are things you can grow up it. I don't have any beans ready. I don't know what happened to them. I don't have any other squash, not squash, cucumbers ready to be put it in. But you can grow cucumbers and beans right alongside of your corn, and you can grow right up there. So that's that. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I also need to take down this shower tent too as well. Anywho, let's get going. Hey y'all, so this is gonna be a couple days since my last garden video. I kind of went out of town, but I wanted to show you what the in-ground garden looks like in just a little bit, as well as update you on how the garden is doing up front. So let me turn the camera around and show you that before I get eaten alive out here by skeeters. So this cucumber plant, and that one as well, is doing so much better. Let me see if I can pull you guys back a little bit. Look at these leaves. You guys remember when I first planted them and how shivered up, is that a word? But they were all like crunched up. They looked more like those down there. But look, I lit this up and there's a cucumber. How neat is that? That's looking really good. This is a cucumber plant as well. That's good. That's going to be up there. There's a pepper plant. The flowers are starting to bloom. Buds are forming here and there. And then I notice another bulb is forming right here. And then of course you have that marigold that was there. I'm going to have to come take some of these foliage off so we can work on producing more tomatoes. There's some back here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Look, this was not here earlier. That's exciting. The pepper plants are doing good. So they're starting to really set root there. The shock of being moved from the pots to this front bed area is over. I can definitely tell, like, look how much bigger these leaves are. So much better. I was a little worried I wasn't going to get a cucumber harvest, but there's a cucumber down there. Down there. So I'm really excited about that. That tomato plant that was like super tiny has bloomed up really nicely. So I'm excited about that as well. So let's go, and I see more tomato flowers that are blooming. I'm gonna come through here a little later and get like a lot of these suckers off, because I want it to focus on producing tomatoes and not trying to produce more leaves. I pinched a couple off already, but there's that. Let's go around back. So this is the in-ground garden that I started a little while ago, and we got the sprinkler here to help water some stuff. So let's do a quick little tour. Hopefully things will take to it pretty well. So we have 3 corn here, 3 corn here. They seem to be doing okay. And then it's a squash plant here. And then here we have 3 corn here. So I've planted 3 together. I think you can do more than 3 together. But I wanted to show you guys something. There's a corn stalk right here. You guys see that? And then there's a corn stalk right here. There's corn growing right here. Oh, I think my hand was in the way. There you go. Corn growing right here. And then I think that's it. So there's 3. 1, 2, and 3. That's super exciting. Get off my plant. Super exciting. So I'm hoping maybe those will get some corn too. I have to read up and see, when do you harvest corn? I don't know. My first time growing corn. Oh, look at this. My squash plant is producing. It's gotten bigger, so that's doing well. This is eggplant. I got flower. I had a flower forming at one point, but it just did not take well. You guys see the flower? There you go. You can see the flower now. Here's a squash plant kind of going through here, and I'm just gonna let it go through here and loop it around, and I'm hoping this will kind of take well and grow too. This is where we had cut through the wire. Why they decide, because the box is back there, and we talked about this earlier in the video, so I'm not gonna go back in detail, but still, that just is crazy. This is I think it's a tomato plant. I believe it's a tomato plant, so we're gonna pray for the tomato plant. That's thyme there, and that's a squash. This is definitely a tomato plant. That seems to take pretty well. The pepper plant, this is nice. I'm gonna have to stake you because you're leaning. I don't want the stem to break. But look, there's peppers. You can see them. There's one pepper growing, another pepper. So that's good. Another tomato plant, flowering. That's my lettuce. That's looking great. This is a baby. Look at the lettuce. Broccoli, I'm gonna take out in a minute. That's growing great. Broccoli. More squash. I'm wondering if this is acorn squash the way it's growing. Let me know. Next year I need to do better about tagging my stuff. So there's that. Yeah, see it's pouring roots in the ground. So I need to tonight come out here and repot some stuff. And then I'll do a video tomorrow morning showing you guys everything. Some more time. Stuff is growing pretty well. Look at that. I don't see anything forming over here. But there's another flower for my eggplant. That means I'm going to get another eggplant. So I hope everything does well and it takes well. Broccoli and lettuce is doing good. Just loving all this sunshine. It's doing really good. I'll be camping soon, so I'm going to harvest all the lettuce and use it. I just want to do another update, and I'll come back later when I'm able to get more of this planted out. It's a lot of work, but it's looking good.